Hey guys, me again with another YouTube video. Please listen to what I have to say. If you go to school and you have a PC that stays at home, isn't used at all during the day, please go to my channel, load up my playlist of live streams, and have that play in the background all day while you're at school with your computer monitor turned off and the sound muted. That's going to really help to get these hours pushed out, guys. I know that I'm basically begging you at this point, but I really want to get these 400 hours gone, done, and dusted, and I think that is ultimately a good way to get them done. So please, guys, do what I am asking you so that we can get this over with and done, and I can stay in the partnership program. If you guys don't want to do that, share these videos around, watch through all of them as much as you can. Just binge watch as much of my content as you possibly can. That would help out as well. Without further ado, let's get into this. This is the L85A2 Mark II Rainbow Six Siege Master Edition, which that's a handful, but basically I took my existing L85 design and I simply updated it to the Rainbow Six Siege aesthetics, which is where the Mark II nomenclature comes through. And this is a Master Edition model because it does feature a lot of the working functions that the gun actually does have. So the stock in the back has been rounded out as it's supposed to, 4 studs wide. Pretty simple, 3 stud wide down here at the bottom, 4 stud wide mean receiver with a 5 stud wide rail kind of rib going through it. 5 stud wide cheek pad, simply because it doesn't rotate over on this side. It's pretty simple. We have ourselves the dust cover. You can easily just rotate this on down as needed. The bolt is pretty simple. Just oh, there's one in there that's not colored the right color. My bad. But you can pull this on back as needed. Charging handle comes across the top as it's supposed to. It's pretty simple. Bolt catch is here in the back. It's just a lever. So when the bolt is pulled back, you can attach it to the bolt itself and then you just pull down for it to go back forward. Flash or safety is here. Safe and fire. That's also pretty simple, self-explanatory. We have a 3 stud wide and just a slightly above large magazine well. This is a 4 stud wide magazine well with just one plate on the side. It's flared down here at the bottom just to make it look nice. It's pretty simple, like I said before, and it fits a standard AR-15 magazine. I just pulled out the magazine release, but you can see how the magazine release works now. So it just it slides into this groove right here. You push on this end and this all comes out, which would release the magazine so that you can extract it from the gun. This is the side that you push on. Just push it. There's a fence on this side using sideways building techniques so that it has this nice little arch to it. It's pretty simple. You can see in these vent holes the gas tube is peering through, which is great. Carry handle sight right here, pretty basic front sight, like I said. 3 stud wide, 3 stud wide rail, 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 all basic stuff. 4 stud wide grip using a different style method than what I usually use. This uses Technic pins connected in 2 different places to get everything through. It's been smoothed out on pretty much all its sides so that it's nice and comfortable to hold. 2 stud wide trigger, 1 stud wide trigger, or 2 stud wide trigger guard, 1 stud wide trigger, brake based trigger, so that as you can see, you can just kind of, yeah, it's a trigger. Like there's really nothing to it, to be honest. Up here we have the top cover and the handguard. This uses the rail system type of handguard that the SAS or the, I think Enfield, I don't know who makes the L85, but the British basically designed a rail system handguard. Here it is in practice. It's pretty basic, to be honest. Just a rail, and rail. This has the holes in the actual handguard itself, because those were nice to have. Barrel sticks out, and then a pretty basic muzzle brake on the front. Pretty average gun in general. Front sight folds down, just in case you're using an optic with the gun itself, which you're not. So I leave it up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This was just a really plain and simple L85. There's really not a lot of stud transitions in really impactful spots. Like this right through here is obviously, but other than that, there's really not, to be honest. It's just pretty basic rifle. Pretty nice rifle though, if I do say so myself. Please guys, if you like this video, comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. Share it around with everyone that you know so we can get more people on the ball for watch hours. I really, really need help from you guys. I'm asking for help right now. Please, let's get all 400 of these watch hours done and out of the way. We really, really need it. Thank you guys. See you later.